Nice to see you. Welcome to the show. Come on in. I'm very excited. Very excited. Keep your applause going. Captain Crunch is here. And I'm not talking about the sugary breakfast cereal, which offers you a glorious 0% vitamin C and 0% calcium, but 11.8 glorious sugar grams per 27 gram serving. No! Not that, Captain Crunch. I'm talking about the legendary Leafs captain, Wendell Clark, in the red chair tonight. Wendell Clark, for the record, has maybe the finest home skating rink you can imagine. We're going to get into that. A hello to all of you out there. An extra special hello to you who are just somehow miraculously watching us without power. However, what a brutal run it has been over the holidays, and I hope you are warm and safe out there. Can I just, and this is not to be trite or not to be cheesy, this is genuine. It affected everybody's, you know, most of the parts of this country. Just to warm up, all you heroic hydro workers who've been out there just crushing it, fixing the power outages for everybody. How about a hand for all the people who've been out there just... I don't drink, but I just want to... Nectar of the gods. Yeah, it's been unbelievable, the amount of work, and you've been seeing it on Twitter, people just talking about just the work that the hydro workers have been doing. If you don't drink alcohol like me, can I offer you some hot chocolate? Come on over. We've got some of that. Or how about for the utility managers and the CEOs who figuratively left people in the dark, and they were already literally left in the dark? This is for you, okay? Look, I understand people have been working their asses off, but you got to know when there's a storm, you got to hire more people to answer phones. You got to do that. People are waiting just to get news. They need to know what's going on with power for days and days and days. It's unacceptable. You know what they do in the United Kingdom? This is interesting. Power is managed by private companies, and if the power isn't restored in a reasonable amount of time, the customers get a check. They expect services. I'm not sure that would work here because electricity in Canada is mostly managed by Stephen Harper's personal collection, and he... No, it's mostly managed by provincial and municipal utilities, although in Ontario and Alberta, mix of public and private, okay? We can't just rely on the superhuman efforts of crews in the field. It has to include leadership, infrastructure, investment. Guess what we know? We know it gets cold and it snows here, all right? We need that. Customers need to be able to reach a human being. Until then. But to the workers... By the way, the weather ain't over yet. Newfoundland just getting the power back on. Upwards of 30,000 people at homes. We're still dark this morning out in the prairies, Manitoba and Saskatchewan, under an extreme wind chill warning. I hope you're all right and warm wherever you may be. In America, it is cold as hell all over the place. Atlanta, Georgia, it was normally 11 degrees above zero today, was 11 below, you know, which is actually really cold for them. I mean, the Coca-Cola is just freezing in the giant Coke bottle that they built for the Olympics. You know how cold it was in Anchorage, Alaska today? Alaska, -1. If people go, oh no, there's no such thing as climate change. Global warming doesn't mean stuff gets hotter only. It means extreme weather and stuff is changing. Shall we deal with the day? I want to say this, though. All the weather aside, there is great news for you today. Today was officially the most depressing day of the year. And I say great news because it's almost done. The most depressing, according to an energy drink company, what they did was they did the math by scanning all the tweets that have been out there over this day, over the last few years, and apparently this is the day. Millions of negative tweets. It's because you're back at work, family stress, not to mention all the alcohol you consumed over the holidays is now working through the fourth quadrant of your body, the quadrant known as the come down. But I refuse to participate in all the negativity. I refuse to. The world is a beautiful place, especially considering that tonight, starting midnight, on Netflix, all 12 seasons of Murder, She Wrote will be available. You think I'm joking? I'm not joking. That's unbelievable. Also, seasons 1 and 2 of Mr. D will be on Netflix. And what could be better than this? The one-man show that is Steven Seagal, rumored to be running for Arizona governor. That is good news, everybody, because Rob Ford is going to get a break. Steven Seagal, also 75 Canadians have made the shortlist for the trip to Mars starting in 2024. That's all good news. And Hockey Canada announces their Olympic team tomorrow, so stop your belly aching about the World Junior trip. Oh my goodness, the weather is depressing, certainly for a lot of people. Cold weather and now no power means, baby, let's go to the movies. That's what it's about, because there's heat in the movie theater. If you can get a handle on a theater that's playing Good Vibrations, a small indie film worth watching, really cool film set in Northern Ireland during what they're calling the Troubles. It's a really fun movie. Inside Llewyn Davis, not a bad movie at all. But if awards matter to you, then it's The Wolf of Wall Street. And I don't mean, oh, awards, it's going to get an Oscar. No, award. Props to Martin Scorsese, because The Wolf just beat Spike Lee's Summer of Sam as the movie. There's the most uses of the F word in a non-documentary film ever. Do you know how many F words there were? Shall I count them down for you? I won't. 506 F-dazzles in a 3-hour film. That's over 2.8 per minute, 2.8 per minute. Which documentary, by the way, had more F words than that one? Which documentary? I'm guessing it's the one they're shooting right now. It's Pope Benedict's reaction to all the stuff the new Pope has been saying. This is not Scorsese's only picture on that list. There's Goodfellas, Casino, and an early episode he directed of Road to Avonlea, weirdly enough.
Doesn't it make you think of paradise and a red sunset?
I don't know, Sarah. I think the were a lot better for.
I love it.
Olivia, I'm amazed at you considering such. Red is certainly not a color for a young.
I apologize to Sarah Parley and to your good sense. That makes me laugh more than it should. Finally, can I show you the picture of the sweetheart of the day? The sweetheart of the day, put her up, please. There you go. A big happy birthday to Merle Barwis. Popping a brown one right there. You know what? 113 years and 14 days old, has become now the longest lived person in British Columbia history, 9th oldest Canadian in history. She's hot on the heels of number 8. To give you an idea of the breadth of her years, here's how the world was when she was born in 1901. Queen Victoria was on the throne. Radio was still in the experimental stage. I believe Jian Ghomeshi put out his first demo. The first Nobel Prize was given out. The Wright brothers were they were 2 years away from making their first famous play. Back then, I believe mayors didn't smoke crack. She has seen the entire world, that picture still breaks my heart. She has seen the entire world transform, unlike most people today who just measure change by which iPhone they have out. Happy birthday to Merle. I hope you make it to #1. That's your debrief.